I want to show you how to monetize a blogspot website. So if you have a website built with that of the Google Blogspot, you can actually monetize it using something like money tag to do that, and several other ad agencies, even something like Google AdSense. But Google AdSense demands that you should have a lot of your traffic before you can actually monetize them. But as for this money tag, you can even monetize even though you have zero traffic. And that's just basically what I want to show you guys right here, because I know that a good number of you who are just starting out with blogging or even learning how to code, you may not have such a platform where you have a lot of followers or subscribers, and you can just monetize from a single person right here using this particular money tag. All right, so we're going to use um, this particular blogspot website that I created. I think this was around 2023 when I created this, and I never monetized it because I wasn't actually all that into blogging. So I want to use this video right here to monetize that. All right, so if you don't have any blog website as of this moment, you can go to blogger.com and then you can create one. It's really very simple. As you can see, I do have a couple right here. I have the Kino Technology, you got Community, which is Diamond Lab, and the one that I've just switched to right now is actually called the Get Community. So that's the one I want to monetize, and that's basically what is being opened right here on this particular place. So let me refresh, and you see that that's just basically the page that is being opened right here. So I want to monetize everywhere on this particular page. If you want to do this, it's really very simple. The first thing you need to do is, once you go to, I'm going to drop a link to this particular page right here on the description of this video. Or if I forget to do that, you can just send me a DM if you are just basically on Facebook, because I'm not going to drop any link on Facebook. You can send me a DM and I will give you a link to signing up with this if you want to use my referral link. But if you want to go straight to the point, you want to create it yourself, you can go to moneytag.com and just do that. So I'm not trying to mandate you to use my referral link. All right, so right now so far I've earned $0.03 right here. So once you get to around, I think $50, you can request for a payout. They will pay you that money. So without wasting more time, the first thing you want to do is, if you are logged in to your dashboard, you probably don't have any sites yet, but if you are logged into Monetize, you want to go to this tab where we'll have sites right here. So I want to click on that, and I like to also mention that you can also monetize something like your Telegram mini app if you want to do that. All right, so you can go to this place where we'll have Telegram mini apps, and then you can follow the prompt after we do this one. So this is my website right here. I'm in the sites tab right here. So I do have a couple that I've actually added the monetization to, and I'm really not blogging. Most of these websites are really not online at this moment, except my own website right here. And even though I verified it, I don't think I added the ad zone to it. So what we want to do is really very simple. We want to add a new site to this particular place, and if you want to do that, you need to go to where we'll have add sites on the right hand side right here, and you hit on it, and it's going to open this page up for us. So what you need to do is to enter the URL to that your blogspot. Let me copy mine. So look at my own right here. You should basically copy your own. As you can see, this is getcommunity.blogspot.com. That's my unique URL. If I go back to money tag right here, I want to go ahead and then paste that within this place. So as you can see, it's pasted. This becomes active. So what you want to do is to hit on where it says add site, and it's going to try to add that. All right, so that has been added, but you need to verify. All right, you need to verify that you truly own this particular community.blogspot.com, so that they will be sure that you are the owner of this particular website that you just added its URL right here. So if you take a look here, I'm going to see where it says not verified. So you need to look for a way to verify this. Now, if you scroll down on this page, there is number 2 step right here that you need to perform. The first step is what you have just done by just entering the URL. Then the second step is for verification. How do you do that? So the way that they do this is, they normally give you a snippet of code that you can just copy. You can just basically download and then you upload to your website if you do have a domain that you have access to its control panel. All right, that's why they say download this special file and save it in the root directory of your website or of your site. So, but I don't have that. So we do have another option right here that says other options. So I want to hit on this tab that says other options, and it's going to open up this page. So here we do have like 4 or 3 options we can actually follow right here. The first one still demands that you should have a website and you have access to its control panel, and that's the root directory of your website. All right, So that is just it on that particular line, but I wouldn't actually use that one. The one I want to use is where they wrote something like insert code, which will be easier for me because they're going to give me JavaScript code to copy and paste. How do we do that right here? It's really very simple. What I need to do is just hit on where it says copy code right here. Somehow hit on that and pay attention to the instruction here. They say add special code between the head, that's the open head, and then closing head tag of your site. So for those of you who have actually done HTML, you should be familiar with this, all right? And this is the snippet, is an example of what you can do. How do you do this? Once I get this copied to the clipboard, I need to go to Blogger, my Blogger dashboard right now, and then try to paste the code I just copied. How do we do that? Let's head on over to our dashboard right here. This is the dashboard of my eager community hosted by blogger.com, right? So I need to look for a way to add that particular script I just copied now, or that particular code I just copied to the clipboard into my HTML. And if you do that right here, what do you want to do? You want to look for where we have something like theme. Look at it right here and hit on theme, and it's going to try to load. Once it loads up, you just basically want to click this drop down menu that we have in here. Under this tab where we'll have dynamic view classic, under customize, just hit this drop down menu in here. It's going to drop this down, and you want to hit on where it says edit HTML. So I'm going to hit on edit HTML, and that is going to just basically open this page up for me. So this is the source code of this website that you are seeing right here. All right. So if I want to change, if I'm good at coding, I want to change all this text or whatever thing I do have in here, I can just edit the code right here. That is it. If you take a look in here, we're going to see that we did, if you check for the head region of your web application, remember the instruction says between the opening head region and then the closing head region. So that means that if I put the code here, this is found within the opening head region, and then the closing head region should be found somewhere down there. But I'm not going to bother myself looking for the closing. Since I see the opening, it means that the closing should be found somewhere down there. So this is where I'm going to just paste the code right here. So how do we do that? I would like to add a comment in case in the future I would like to remove it. So to make a comment in HTML, you do less than sign, exclamation, then dash dash. And I want to just say, I'm going to just do money tag code. I'll just say something like starts, and I want to close the comment. So to close the comment, you do dash dash and then greater than sign. So that is that. I also want to, I'm going to just do, sorry about that, I'm going to just do dash dash again, and I'll say money tag script or code, whatever you want to call that. I'll just say stops here. So that means anything I'm going to be doing with that of the money tag, I'm going to make sure that they kind of I'm going to just basically put them between this comment that I have in here. So in the future, if I want to delete it, I'll just come and then highlight this and delete it. All right, so let me just go ahead and paste that code that I copied earlier. You remember that? So this is it. The code we just copied before now. So it gives you this unique code right here that you can just basically use. What do you want to do on this page now? Once you paste the code in here, you want to go to where we have save button. Look at the right hand side of the screen right here, and I hit on save, and it tries to process that. Okay, we have an error right here. It says okay, colon this terminated by matching end tag. Okay, so that is the problem. If you take a look at our code in here, this is what they gave us from that of the money tag, but this should be treated in such a way that even though it's a self-closing tag, it doesn't necessarily need to have a closing tag like this, like to have meta or something of this nature. All right, so that's just basically what they are requesting for, but you can just close this within the same tag that we have in here. So if I do a forward slash in here, that is just going to act as a closing tag. So if you do this and then you hit on save, that error should be gone. So it will process that and it says update successful. So everything is just fine right now. Now let's go and check our website in here. So if I refresh our website, we wouldn't actually see any ad displayed on this website just for now. Even if you click around, so as you can see, I can be clicking around, nothing is really showing up. So we have just accomplished the first one right here. All right, and we have that added to this place. So I'm going to leave this place open right now, and let's go back to money tag. So we've done the first thing. We don't need to do anything, any other thing within here. This one is for people who are using something like WordPress. This one is for people who are using a website that they have access to the cPanel. So the one, what to get down right here. The third thing is to hit on this button right here for them to verify. If they find the code, this particular code you just pasted right here, we want to see if they can actually see this code now. And if they see it, they're going to just verify your website. So let's hit on verify right here. And you're going to give them time to verify that. It normally takes just a few seconds. So that's good. It redirects back to their website, and we'll have a check mark here. So now you can add ad zones to your website. So that means it's been verified. This particular domain name exists, so it means that you own it. All right. So let's go ahead and hit on where it says ad zone. Click on that, and it's going to open up all of these ad formats that we have in here. So it says ad format on eagercommunity.blogspot.com. So these are the formats you can use. We do have multi-tag that is all in one. It means it has this three that we have in here, both banner, we have a pop under, we have push notification. So all of them are embedded into this particular place, even the ones that are actually down right here. Okay, so I'm not going to bother myself so much explaining all of this right here. What I'm going to do just to make this a lot more visible so that you understand that is that I'm going to use this first one right here. All right. So if you want to make use of this, all you need to do is to hit on where we have get multi-tag right here. So let's hit on that. Even though if you're actually going to go live, I wouldn't actually recommend this one that we want to use. I would go for something like pop under if I am the owner, because I don't like to be like disturbing my visitors with a lot of ad. I would like to just have a minimal ad. In fact, I normally go for something like direct link. All right. So that is it. If you click on that, it's going to take you to this page. What do you want to do? Of course, we'll still have a way of downloading this JavaScript right here, but we don't want that because we don't have access to the control panel. But we'll still have a way to copy the JavaScript code. So look at it right here. So I'm going to hit on copy and see that we have copied, right? We have the JavaScript code copied. So how do we do that? If you take a look here, you see where it says and paste into HTML file after the head tag. So you want to go ahead and then do this. If you want to just maybe add it to a specific page or something on that nature, you can just go and do that. And if you want to put that maybe all over your page, we can go back to the page we just came back from on our Blogger spot. How do we do that? If we go back to our blog, what is it called? The source code right here. We can go ahead and add this just immediately the first line of code we had in here. So I want to paste that right here. And this is just what we just brought in right here. This JavaScript line of code in here. So they have given you a unique ad zone right here and all that you basically need. This little JavaScript code is going to make sure that it brings in ads to your website, and also Monetize will be able to track the ad or the performance of the ad, and it's based on something like CPM. So if people view it or interact with it, you should be able to earn some money. All right. So that is just that. So you have that pasted. The next thing you need to do is to hit on save button right here on the right hand side. So let's hit on save, and it's processing, and that update is actually successful. That's just basically all you need. All right. So if you go back in here, it may take a few seconds or minutes before the ad starts showing. So, but let me refresh. We may be lucky, it may just start showing immediately. So we are just basically done. Let's give it a little bit of time to see whether the ad will start coming in. And as you can see, you see an ad just showed right here, right? Look at them popping up. So if anybody visit this website from now and begin to interact with this website, they're going to be seeing all these ads that are here. And if you click on any of these parts, it may just open a new tab for you. Just keep on displaying ad just like that. All right. So that is it. So what you want to do is, if you want to test, if you want to find out whether this is really true, you can just go to the comment section if you're actually on YouTube, and then you can visit this blog spot right here. I'm going to put the link called the https://community.blogspot.com, and you can see these ads yourself. I'm going to leave it for a while, but maybe at a later time I'm going to take them away. All right. So the visitors of your website can close the ads, and then they can continue reading through your website. All right. So that's just that. If you refresh, you just keep the ad will just keep coming. All right. They will just keep coming from time to time. So that is just what it is. And I hope I made this a lot simple that you guys basically will understand that. And if you really understand that, you can implement that and be making some money on the side while you are learning how to code or doing another thing in your life. So that is just what it is, guys. If you like the video, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.